It's the Rage and Pillage Podcast, brought to you by AIDS.
My nipples.
AIDS nipples. If you want to get rid of those pesky white blood cells just ruining your day, get AIDS. No, get rid of your white blood cells. with one pleasurable injection, pulsing injection. You can have AIDS for yourself. Get AIDS today.
And this is why Burley doesn't work in Wuhan.
No doubt, dude. No doubt.
You would have been a good spokesman, though.
I mean, I don't know. Do you think they're going to try to bring back something new?
I mean, you saw there's some crazy shit going on there now with was it HPVM something or other? Did you see that?
That's pussy cancer, isn't it?
There's a new
HPV has
outbreak.
been coming up a lot in this podcast lately.
I know. What the fuck, man?
Shout out pussy cancer.
HMPV. I was close.
What is that?
It's
human masculine pussy virus.
Pussy virus. It's just another fucking virus outbreak, and apparently it's filling hospitals in China.
Is it novel?
It is metapneumovirus.
It's meta, dude.
Remember
we had the novel coronavirus, and now we got a metavirus, dude. Let's go.
Then there's the other thing.
We self-aware.
Is it bird flu? That is. Apparently they found it in the water in what state? And all it needs to do is transfer to humans, like if it mutates, and this will kill everybody.
Nice. That's all it's all liberal horseshit, dude.
It's found bird flu virus found in Los Angeles County wastewater.
Okay.
But
don't
apparently
drink the
all it needs to do is mutate. If it mutates, we'll seriously be fucked big time.
Where was the first? I guess I can look this up instead of just asking all these questions.
Humans can't get bird. Damn it, not bird fly, bird flu. Damn it.
Okay, where?
So apparently, humans can only get bird flu from infected birds. So you can't. And it says now possibly cows. So most of the risk of people is pretty low.
Here's what I'm noticing.
Because the virus hasn't mutated where it can infect other people yet.
Here's what I'm noticing here. So I went back in time. December 31st, 2019. The man returned from Wuhan.
Oh, the guy that fucked us from, where is it, Washington?
To, Seattle. Right outside of Seattle. Yeah. Okay. And then you're saying that the wastewater in LA has this weird bird flu. Is it only in liberal cities?
Shout out Rumble,
Shout out Rumble, baby.
The fucking liberals.
These fucking liberals. That's why I'm glad we're taking Canada back. It's going to be ours, state.
And we're buying Greenland?
Let's go. Dude, I didn't even know it was for sale, but we got the green, dog. Let's go. If this happens, I'm pumped.
They tried. So apparently we tried to buy Greenland. I don't know if it was the 40s. I forget where it said, but we tried to buy Greenland for $100 million. And Denmark said, absolutely not. And shut us down then.
Shout out Denmark, my motherland.
But it's wild because they only have Greenland it's fairly large. There's only 56,000 people that live in Greenland.
Really?
Yeah. But it's got a lot of...
Let's look up the incest rate in Greenland.
I'd imagine there's some people with more than two legs.
I know in Iceland, the state has created an app to ensure that you are not dating a relative. Because the incest was so great and they didn't even realize it. You just think you're meeting somebody. Turns out, cousin you never knew about. That's how nobody's moving to Iceland.
It's not on my list of let's go check this out places.
Oh, I'd like to peep it out. I'm just not going to live there.
Yeah.
But let's do this right quick.
What is what you should look up what countries have the highest incest rate? I mean, China's got to be up there, right?
Oh, Pakistan is up there as well.
Oh, well, they're fucking dirty fucks.
You're going to like this. But let's hear it for the people. Can you hear it?
It's very low. Oh, yes. I saw this video. It was hilarious.
Okay, well, basically Trump saying that we're going to get ourselves a little bit of that Canada.
Oh, I thought you were bringing up. I think is that the video where he's
that's also the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah. Gulf of Mexico. He said very soon we'll be renaming it the Gulf of America.
Very beautiful.
Which
the most beautiful Gulf.
Technically not wrong. And Mexico is part of America. So if we're talking about the continental landmass, but yeah, I'm pretty stoked on that. I would just kind of chuckle about Gulf of America because I don't even know if you can do that. How does one change a body of water?
I mean, have a lot of nukes.
Siri, can Donald Trump change the name of an ocean?
Do you want me to use?
Yes, use ChatGPT.
Use AI, you dumb bitch.
Historically, the Gulf of Mexico has been known by its current name for over 4 centuries, and previous attempts to alter it have not gained significant traction. Was from ChatGPT. Check important info for Miss.
Yeah, but that was before old Donald J got in office, if you know what I mean. And
guns a-blazing.
If I know anything about Donald J, he heard whatever that organization was. He goes, that's not real. That's not a real thing.
Nah, this is what we're calling it now. Get used to it.
This is life now. But yeah, we live in crazy ass times.
I mean,
I'm here for it.
It's some of the videos he's posted about things they're going to change. Like, even if he only does 5% of what he's saying, it's still going to be a hilarious 4 years.
Now, where do you think about even the MAGA people are all pissed off at Elon and Ramaswamy after they talked about, we really need to look outside of our country for engineers and stuff. There's not enough educated people in the U.S. and we need to import these engineers from India and stuff like that. What? That's like the opposite of what Trump's been running on. I'm trying to figure out if they're trying to pull one over on the old Trumpster.
I think he would exit pretty quick if I had to guess. But at the same time, I mean, Elon's got a lot of power. Whether he doesn't really flaunt it,
Oh, I don't think he's Mr. When you're the richest dude in the world, it's not about balling anymore, balling out.
Yeah.
It's more about secret power, dude.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor shit.
I saw a post, I don't know if it was New York Times, I forget who posted it. But they were talking about how, I think it was another country. Was it the Canadian Prime Minister maybe? I forget who it was. Someone that's all pissed off because the Canadian guy's like, yeah, we're never going to sell, or we're never going to join the United States, blah, blah, blah. But it was someone that was like pissy. And they were like, yeah, well, I just lost my whole fucking train of thought.
Well, Trudeau resigned yesterday.
I saw that. Well, he's got some rapey stories.
Got some skeletons in his closet. Got some boners in his past. Yeah,
What
I
was
don't.
I saying? God damn it!
You said people were mad in Canada, saying we'll never be a part of America.
Yeah, but there was a point to
We
my
were talking about
story.
Elon.
Oh yeah. They were saying that Elon has fixed elections internationally. Like he's fixed not just like our elections and stuff, but other elections as well. Like he's put people in power is what they were saying. I mean, it wouldn't shock me.
It would not shock me. He could do it.
He's probably like jerking off to it.
He's probably watching us right now going, God damn, these guys are funny. But also, I must kill them now.
Yeah. He's probably like hitting retweet and like from like all these bot accounts as he's like jerking off going, I'm going to make the German prime minister who I wanted to be.
Okay. You have endless money. All right, you're Elon Musk, right? Without the autism. Okay?
Oh, so you're cool.
You're you. Yeah, you're you. Okay? You have endless amounts of money and you have endless amounts of sway. What are you doing? What's something you would want to do that, like, you would want to try to engineer? Let's say that. Something that you think is impossible now, but you have enough money to dump into anything to try.
I would buy an island for just myself and the wifey, and I guess I'm gonna have to have people around, like the couple, like the garden. Yeah, we'll bring some Mexicans with me. I don't know, but, butler, whatever. And I would literally live not around people. I'd have my own little fucking airport.
You misunderstood my question. What is something that doesn't exist?
That's impossible to me now.
No. You're talking about an experience. You're talking about an experience. I'm talking about engineer something that would it sounds impossible. Like, okay, an invisibility cloak, something dumb, right? So what would you dump money into to try to see if you could do it? Like, for instance, like, could you engineer the human body to come a literal gallon? You know?
Well, we know Burley's.
Yeah, dude. Wouldn't it be wild? You're talking about like going and building a mansion. You've already got that.
I would probably say, and I know he's working on it, but light speed travel. Because I want in my lifetime to know that like we can go to another planet that could potentially we could live there.
I got you,
but like as of right now, it's not possible.
Just so happens I know a little bit about this stuff.
Oh,
all right. So everything with mass creates some sort of a gravitational force in space, right? Gravitational pull. And if you were to go at the speed of light, go warp speed, so to speak, you would create a ripple in space of gravitational pull, right? That would ripple in space. You'd be able to see that if we did it. Well, in the last couple of years, we have, using telescopes and AI, recorded ripples in space of something that did that. Something out there is going light speed and causing ripples. So, who is it? I don't know. Are they coming here? Is that what we're seeing here? I don't know. I'm not saying that. But we have recorded ripples in space of something of mass traveling at light speed. That's crazy to think about.
It's here's the problem, right? With physics, we only know by what we can see and test and whatever, right? Well, there's got to be a lot of things that we can't see, hear, or test. So
that's what dark matter is.
Yeah, so it's hard to know if there's other properties to things if you can't test it. So we just think it can't be possible when it certainly can. Now, I mean, there's a lot of other shit that we would have to, like how do you, like, I'm sure, okay, well, maybe we can get an object to go light speed, but how do we get a human to go light speed without them tearing apart all of their organs or liquefying? You know, I mean, I'm sure there's some minuscule facts that the first monkey that goes light speed is going to die. He's going to be liquefied.
Well, the first monkey that went to space died 100%.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's ask that. Siri, in a vacuum, is it possible for humans to travel at the speed of light? Even sober, I'm a retard.
According to Einstein's special theory of relativity, it is impossible for an object to travel faster than the speed of light in a vacuum.
Yeah, but what does he know? He was a Nazi. You know what I mean? Fucking Einstein was a Nazi.
He was very American. Let's.
But I mean, to me, I feel like it's not totally impossible. I mean, okay, how fast did we get those things going in the Higgs boson? And that's matter.
Yeah. I mean, look, it would be between two things. It would be between finding out how to travel at the speed of light, or I lost my train of thought again, dude. I'm telling you, I feel like it's my allergies, bro, or something. Like all day today, I've been like, my mind's cloudy, my eyeballs fucking pouring water for no goddamn reason. That's why we got Glasses Max today. I can't fucking handle it. It's actually legitimately making me angry.
You're the GM, dude. Glasses Max. I like that.
Glasses.
He's the GM. Sorry to go sidetrack, but now we're talking about space shit. Now I want to talk. Fucking.
By the way, if you like space shit, all right, I'm going to turn you on to a book. Let me see what the first.
It'd be hilarious if it's just called Space Shit by so and so. You know.
So the author's name is Dennis E. Taylor, and the book's called "We Are Legion, We Are Bob." So,
are you telling me this is a book about space by Dennis E. T?
Yeah.
God damn it.
There might be something going on here, Rumble.
I think we're on something
in the comments.
I'm reading between the lines. I want to believe.
It's a great book, but it's not for everybody. So like if you're into sci-fi, it's cool. It's basically, it starts out and the government comes up with a plan to basically, they call them it's called replication. So this guy, his name's Bob, the hell's his last name? Oh, it really matters, but it's some like Jewish last name.
Steen.
And he is dying. He finds out he's dying, and the government he asked him to be part of this program where they clone his mind, and they're going to put him on a spaceship and take human survivors, because they're basically like, we're at a point where the whole world is coming to nuclear war, and they think that human existence is going to be wiped out by nuclear stuff. So they want to send people like, scientists and, stuff in cryosleep off to another civilization, but they need it to be run by basically a human AI, but it's not an AI. It's literally a copy of someone.
A human's, what's it called? Consciousness.
Yeah. So, but they're called replicants. I don't know if they offered it to, I've read this one years ago, so I don't know if they offered it to him before he found out he was dying or after. So he does it, and it starts with just him, but then you can clone yourself. So it starts with Bob, and it says "We Are Legion" because he clones himself, and then his clone clones himself, and they all name themselves, or whoever creates the thing or whatever gets to name him. And it's funny because a lot of it's like hot pulp fiction shit. So like it's like Bart and Will Riker, and because it's all sci-fi shit. But it's really cool because it's almost like I don't want to say it's like a science-y type book, but he does sometimes, like the author goes into some, like he had to have like gone to school a little bit or did a lot of research about like sci-fi shit, because he talks a lot about like the Higgs boson and interstellar travel, and we're getting into like interdimensional travel in the most recent book, and there's like, and they talk about like VR and then finding extraterrestrials and different planets, and it's just like it's cool. It's a really good book, and it's a good series.
How many books is this?
There's a lot.
What was the name of the one that started? What's the starter book?
We Are Legion. We Are Bob.
Dude, did we talk about this before?
I don't know.
Man, this sounds familiar.
It's got 26,000 4.5-star review stuff on Amazon.
Is it linked anything at all to 3 Body Problem? Did you see that?
I did. I did. We watched the show. I tried to read the book. The book is incredibly difficult to listen to.
Dense, huh?
Well, it's translated from, I think it was written in Chinese, I want to say, or Japanese.
Oh, gross. No, I'm just kidding. No, I like the show. I really like the show. That because of that show, I learned about the dark forest theory when referring to aliens and shit. Are you familiar with this?
No, what's that? I mean, I might know it. I don't.
Just dove into this recently on Triple T. We did a whole hour talking about just this theory. It's pretty interesting. The idea is that it starts from a question of why haven't we ever heard of any aliens? Why haven't we seen any aliens? Why aren't any aliens coming here? And the theory is it's like the dark forest. Like if me and you are in a dark haunted forest, right? Both of us are predators, and we're out there hunting. And then we come across each other. I see you, you see me. We cannot communicate with each other. We speak different languages. I'm a predator, you're a predator. How do I know your intentions? My first thought is going to be, I should just kill you and move along, right? Because I don't know what your intentions are. I'm not even going to try to be your friend. If you, I used this example the other day. If you came into your home, you got home from work, open the door, shut it, put down your bags, walk into the kitchen, and there is an alien creature, which you don't even process that. You just see a thing in your house. Is your first thought to be like, hello, I am an earthling? Or is it to kill it or I need to run away or something?
Well, it depends.
What?
In this scenario, am I myself?
You're you right now.
Or am I black?
You're both, dude. Both. You're both.
Because I feel like if I'm black, I'm making a totally different decision than what I'm doing now.
You're just going to say that, oh, hell no. You say, oh, hell nah.
I'm out. I don't know, dude. Now, me talking in front of a camera and saying what I would do compared to what I'd actually do is probably 2 totally different things. In my head, I'd probably be like, okay, cool, you're an alien. What the fuck? What are you doing here?
You don't know it's an alien.
In reality, I'm probably running the fucking opposite direction instantly. I'm not trying to kill it because who fucking knows what if it's got super fucking dense skin? Like, if it can laser beam me, like, who fucking knows?
In our head, what we think of an alien is just whatever Hollywood's fed us. Whatever, if we can think of it, we've probably never seen it, right? So, alien is going to be something we've probably never seen before. It's going to, if it even makes a noise, they have to be so much further ahead of us if they got here before we got to them. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, dude. I think you're fucked either way because if it showed up in your kitchen, I'm sure it can stop you from doing. Like, I think a lot of it has, like the traditional thing we think of aliens is they got to have like telekinesis.
Oh, for sure. That's what I was saying.
So
if they even speak, it might just be all using their brains. Yeah.
So you go to move and they're like, no, you can't move. And you're like, okay.
Whatever we
I feel
think.
Like it got to be nice.
Will Smith ain't saving us, is what I'm getting at. On either level, where they're wearing a black suit or he's with Bill Pullman.
You're not getting a giant husk with a tiny little alien that lives in its head. That's not happening at all.
Who do you think wins in a fight? Who do you think wins in a fight? Like one of those aliens from... How about all 5 of those coffee aliens from Men in Black?
Mm-hmm.
Versus Godzilla?
I mean, it only takes one step of Godzilla. and
this
they're
is
all
even
dead.
better. All right, let's nerd out for a second. Who wins? This would be great if Goo was here. Who wins? Hulk versus Godzilla.
I mean, I'd probably go Hulk here.
How?
This
Godzilla.
I mean, have you read like was it World War Hulk or I think that's what it is. Dude's pretty ridiculous. He's got to be a top 5 strongest superhero. And Godzilla's just a giant
Thor
dinosaur.
beat him.
Yeah, I mean Thor's probably in the top 5 too.
Thor's number 1. You're not beating Thor. Suck my dick. Suck my dick.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Bet you were Spider-Man queer? Fuck Spider-Man.
Oh God, no.
No,
No,
okay.
he's a little bitch. T-Dog's favorite superhero, Spider-Man.
What?
I said what at the same
What?
exact time.
Nobody likes that.
She hates Spider-Man. She thinks he's a pussy and he's the
Yeah.
gay superhero.
He's bitch made, dude.
Yeah.
Bitch made, dude. It makes me wonder if maybe Robert Downey Jr. is a pedophile. That's the only reason he wanted him around. Because, dude, fucking Spider-Man sucks, dude.
Well, all right. So to backtrack here, you didn't tell me what you would do if you had, like, what would you alter in this world?
I'm giving him an all hell nah. I'm not trying to get away, dude.
No, backtracking even before that. You didn't say what you would do if you had all this money. What would you dump money into?
Oh, I wasn't bullshitting you. I'd probably try to make something like crazy biologically. Like, okay, here's something that we've been told our whole lives impossible. You go grow a dick, grow a bigger dick. Elon has enough money. He could just make my little, or be really funny, figure out how to make somebody's dick smaller.
Oh. And make it like a payable service?
Yeah, dude.
You want your ex-girlfriend's current boyfriend's dick to be 2 inches? We got you. Here's your subscription service.
We can do this for justice, dude. We can call it Teenist Enterprise. Make it a little Teenist.
Teeny weeny.
So rapists, pedophiles, sexual abusers, blah 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 blah. They all have to go to Teenist, dude. And
They get a micropeens.
They go to Micropeens LLC, and we give them the business, dude. And the business is making that thing the smallest thing you can imagine. Imagine a 3-hour cold shower, and then getting out and just having to present that to a crowd. Yeah.
I mean, that's
There
quite a punishment.
There is no honor. They will kill themselves.
That's true. You don't even need to send them to jail. They're just going right to kill themselves.
Yeah, dude. Oh, speaking of kill themselves, did you hear about those guys that on death row that got communicated by Biden? They turned it down?
No.
Yeah, it happened today. Biden communicated their statement, so took them off of death row and just gave them life instead.
Yeah.
And they were like, fuck you. They're like, no, we're this close to proving our innocence. There's no way you're gonna just change it now, because if they took that life, all their appeal stuff goes away. So you got to really believe in your case,
because if you lose, you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, what's the alternative? You spend the rest of your life in prison?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I'd rather be dead.
It would, like,
it depends on the prison, maybe.
If I went to prison at 18, it's not as bad as going to prison at like 35.
Yeah. Because I mean, like, you're not getting DoorDash.
Exactly.
You're basically you're eating gruel for the rest of your life, which would.
I don't know, dude.
You're never shitting by yourself ever again.
So apparently, it's super disrespectful to take a shit in your cell when your cellmate's in there. You're supposed to do it when they're not in there.
When are they not in there?
Well, you have time out in Gin Pop, so at that time you could go take a shit while your roommate's not in there. I call them roommates. You think they just call themselves roommates instead of cellmates?
Roomies.
Here's a fun fact. I think it's like 36 or 37% of Indians, their home is smaller than the average American jail cell.
What?
Yeah, let me double check that. I might be making that up, which is hilarious.
I might be making that stat up.
No, I tell them every week. I said, hey, I'm going to a podcast, just like every other Tuesday. Can you not be loud and slam doors and make the dogs bark and scream? Yes, honey, we will. We will listen to what you say. And then here we are again, another Tuesday evening, and they're just being loud assholes. All right.
Have kids, they said. It would fulfill your life, they said.
Oh, we got big news. Remind me about the kid thing, but here we go. Got big news for the show about kids.
Oh.
Putting them down.
Taking them out.
Yeah, dude. 33% of Indians live in less space than U.S. prisoners.
What?
And dude, look at that. I pulled this out of my ass from 2008.
Wow.
Suck my dick up.
So the number might be even bigger.
It might be worse now, dude.
There's a lot more of them.
Is it 50 years? Yeah. In the past 50 years, both the number and proportion of Indians living in homes with a per capita space of less than 100 square feet have gone up substantially. In fact, the majority of Indians have a per capita space equivalent to less than 10 by 10 feet. I wonder if that means they... Okay, that does make sense. This makes more sense now, bud. What's the average size of an Indian house? 494 square feet. So that's 100 square feet per person because they have a bunch of dirty kids.
Jesus Christ, dude. I mean, we live in an in-law suite. I mean, we have access to upstairs and we have a ton of shit up there and we go up there all the time. But I mean, we live down here and I couldn't imagine living with 500 square feet. Like that's a mansion in India.
That's why they're all horned up, dude. They can't jerk off.
All right, we didn't look. You didn't look up what I wanted you to look up, though. What countries have
most inbreeding?
The most.
I'm calling Pakistan now. So what's your before you read it? I'm calling Pakistan. What's yours?
I already saw some of it.
Okay.
I don't world population review. Oh my God! I heard that.
Oh my God! I'm so angry.
Let's see. Man, America doesn't even crack the top 50.
Oh yeah, dude, we're not fucking our sisters that much, dude. That's more of a Pakistani thing to do. No, I'm gonna. I wanted to see if I could know what it meant. Sometimes I'm smart, dude.
I can't even fucking say it. Consanguineous marriages?
Consensuous?
No, CONSANGUINEOUS.
Relating to or denoting people descended from the same ancestor.
Oh.
So, family member.
So number one on this...
Instead of saying incestuous, they went with the fucking long word. I hate them.
So, number one on the list is... Pakistan. Do you want to guess the percentage? And I swear you're never going to get it.
I think it's a lot, dude. Is it more than 50?
Yes.
So let's say 70%. Let's say 70%.
Close.
What is it?
61.2%.
The only reason I know this is because I work with a Pakistani guy and I was looking for ammo to make fun of him. And I said, dude, you're probably inbred, dude. He did not like that when I said that. I never said it again.
That is hilarious. I mean, like, It's all those countries, dude. So Kuwait is number 2 at 54.3%, Qatar 54%, United Arab Emirates 50.5%, Sudan, South Sudan, they're both 50%, Afghanistan 49%, Iraq's 46%.
Did you just look up all the sand countries?
Dude, it's all the sand countries. Literally, dude, all these: Iraq, Yemen, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Libya, Oman.
Can you imagine? I mean, think about this. Here's your clip. Can you imagine having to choose between a family member to marry or the town goat? That's what they have.
It's just fucking wild.
Highest levels of incest.
And then, like, you know, like even a country where you think there might be more, like Russia is 0.1%.
Yeah, dude, white people don't like to mingle their naughty bits, dude. Except for the Icelanders. I think they do it a lot.
Yeah, I'm trying to look. I mean, like,
you know what's fun? Fun thing is they don't like to talk about it, but I understand that the hardcore Jews, the ones that like hardcore, the Amish type Jews, they're big into inbreeding.
Fuck, what is that called? Hasidic. Yeah.
They're because there's so few of them that are willing to jump into that nonsense that they end up just fucking cousins and shit like that. Yeah. Also, the Amish.
What's the big kids news?
Oh, hold on. Speaking of kids, have I ever told you about the idea that the Amish are stealing kids?
No.
It happens in Pennsylvania, apparently.
I mean, that wouldn't shock me at all.
They'll. This is rumor, allegedly. Allegedly. Shout out Rumble. Allegedly, they'll see kids walking and just kind of nab them. And because there's no new people going into Amish. They're either leaving or being born into it. There's no new blood, so they're all starting to inbreed. So they're trying to get new blood into the Amish, so they're nabbing kids, apparently.
And I mean, it's not like they're going to really end up ever being found, because in most cases, it's like there's so much, like the Amish are living, it's not like they're living in, squalor. Like they're living in like acres upon acres of land in a community,
Are they protected like Native Americans?
I don't think so. No.
Dude.
But they're a real reason, like, because Biden and all the shit that they did, the Amish came out in droves to vote for Trump.
Nice.
I swear to God. Because I guess they were raiding farms and shit like that, and the Amish were pissed. Really? Obviously, I'm sure that wasn't like a ton. But
how do they find out about it? Somebody's cheating.
Somebody's definitely got a phone.
I just recently heard Native Americans referred to as prairie N-words. And that made me laugh very hard, sir. Prairie N-words.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that made me laugh very hard, sir. I just want you to know that I heard that, and the rest of the world needs to know that is a very funny term. I will never say it on microphone.
Out loud.
But it is funny.
But to himself, when
I will say it
recording.
I will say it before I say it. I will be like, did you know?
And then the moment you say it, someone's going to like poke their head in like, what did you just say?
Yeah, yes. Yeah. Oh, they know.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. So I have scheduled consultation to get snipped.
Ooh,
yeah, dude.
Snippity snipperson.
Cutting off the line, so to speak, dude.
Probably for the best.
Oh, for sure. Now I have a pass. I have a cream pie pass, sir. I have a pass for guilt-free cream pies. All right. That's good.
You'll end up being that 0.1% that where your wife gets fucking pregnant on pre-cum.
They now have a guilt-free abortion on the way.
So you should ask the doctor if, when they do it, like, all right, so hear me out. Does this also come with one free abortion? Is this like a buy one, get one? Or
Yeah,
how's
there's
that
gotta-
work?
Okay. As I'm leaving, I'm like, yeah, I just walk up to the receptionist straight faced. I didn't get the coupon. Your what? The coupon. For what, sir? The schmushmorshman, you know? The schmushmorshman. Yeah. The schmushmorshman.
Baby.
Yeah, I just want to, just in case, the little dribbles out. Get a little Muggsy Bogues kind of slips under the gate, huh?
Is there a warranty for this, ma'am?
Yeah. Here's the deal: is apparently after a while, you have to go back in and like give a semen sample, right? Naturally, you're gonna want to use your phone, but if they have the option of like DVDs in there, I'm gonna see what they got.
Let's see what they got.
Might as well. You think you have a time limit? Because if there's a time limit, it's gonna fuck me up.
Hold on, wait. Is there? Hold on. There was something.
Are you looking for that schmushmork? Groupon. You get a Groupon rate for abortion.
Oh, it's so I saw it. There's like you just need to Google this. But apparently there's a sperm collecting machine in China.
Share the screen.
It's basically like
Is it that wall of holes?
No, it's like a legit machine, I think.
Right,
Hold
right,
on.
but it's like a wall of like different machines, just like numerous dudes can just walk up, hands behind their back, and just let it go to work. It's like an electric Gloryhole. That's a band name. That's a good band name. Electric Gloryhole.
That is a good band name.
That might be the name of the episode. Hold on. This is a hands-free. Yes, I've seen this. What do you think that called? It's a wall. It's a wall of holes. Can you imagine me and you just high-fiving and standing next to each other?
Like, what the fuck is this? There's an LCD monitor with just random
That dude is like serious about his job.
That's actually his wife.
Yeah.
它模仿人体的这种心跳过程当中的机械运动，它来回往复运动，它能够在很大程度上
What the fuck is this?
China or Japan? Where we at here? China, South China
Chinese,
Morning Post.
South China.
Yeah, dude. There's no girls there, dude. So of course they have to build robot pussies.
Leave it to the guys to be like, all right, we got this. So some billionaire in China, he's like, nah, you know what? Fuck light speed travel. I'm gonna make sure 100 guys can get jerked off
At the speed of light. I want that thing jerking so fast their dick skin comes off. Fuck it. Yeah, I mean, that is pretty cool. I mean, I think even if I was a bajillionaire, I think there's still a part of me that goes, I probably shouldn't buy it. Fuck machine. But girls buy fucking things to stab their pussies all day. It must suck to be a chick, dude. To have a hole down there and be like, I'm incomplete. Something needs to be in me to fill me up. I'm an incomplete thing. We're trying to get things out of us, and they just want things in them. Oh, dude, it must suck to be a chick, dude.
Oh,
For
should
sure.
never do it. Giving birth? Nope.
With their lady brains, dude. They don't understand logic.
Shout out Rumble.
Shout out Rumble, dude. Like, it must, like, imagine being a lesbian couple, right? 2 lady brains in the house. And then, like, something, like a real life problem comes across, and then you don't have any logic, and you have 2 lady brains trying to solve a problem. It's going to be the worst thing ever. That's going to be just pure chaos. You can't even talk about it right now, but you're thinking it. I know you're thinking it.
Yep.
God, I can't wait till you get your own room, dude. And we're gonna say foul things about ladies.
Oh, awful.
We're gonna really just give them what for.
Oh my God.
All right, we would be remiss to not spend the last 15 minutes talking about this new Nvidia card that I'm pretty fucking pumped about, dude.
I've been waiting for it. I'm surprised you didn't start with it.
Oh no, no. I kind of came prepared this week. I'm sober,
I'm shocked.
dude.
I'm
7
done with being
days.
prepared, by the way. I'm just not gonna. I don't read any like Steph sent us stuff. I'm not looking at fucking show notes. I'm not. I'm just
No.
bringing
By prepared,
myself.
I mean I just had ideas.
Oh,
There's
okay.
nothing written down. I just had ideas.
We used to do show notes, people. We would have some ideas. Now we just off the cuff.
Yeah, I mean, what did I honestly bring? Everything that I brought to the show today has come up in my brain the last 24 hours.
So
Yeah.
so
Shout out Rumble.
shout out.
That's 24 hours though. Nvidia released the new, what do they call, Blackwell cards. And you didn't even know about it, dude. I was texting you like a motherfucker. And I was like, where is this guy? Where is he?
I knew CES was around here, but I just wasn't paying attention. And I knew they were announcing them, and I knew they were going to release in January.
That's all I was pumped about was the I give a fuck less what else was happening at CES. I just want to know about these cards, and they actually made them affordable.
Yes and no. I mean, like, to put it in perspective, the 3080 was $725.
Correct. I'm talking
So
about
it's-
compared to the last generation.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
a 4090 is still going to cost you $3,000 per PC part picker.
yeah,
I looked at it last night.
Well, an FE is $2,000.
Okay, still, they're
I
claiming
would
that
never do that.
they're claiming that the 5070 has the same amount of power as the 4090. We'll see. The testing is going to come.
Yeah, they're claiming.
I think they come out January 28th or something like that. I think that's what Micro Center just sent me a text about today. So, you don't have a Micro Center near you, do you?
I have one closer than you do, sir.
How close?
I have one from my house, 35 minutes, 30
Same
minutes.
here. What are you talking about?
I
Tell
thought
me,
you were like 2 hours, or was that Goot?
No.
Maybe that was Goot.
No, Goot lives out in the middle of nowhere, dude. I'm in a
Yeah, I
major
think it was.
metropolitan area, sir, because we are adults.
Well,
we don't run away from fun.
A lot of people don't even know what the fuck Micro Center is. I love that place. I could live there.
Dude, whenever I bought my my video card last time I went with my buddy of mine, he's like, "What the fuck is this place?" And I tried to show it to him, and he's like, "This does nothing for me." I'm like, "What are you talking about? This is an amazing place."
Did you get yourself a Balls energy drink?
No,
It's customary when I go there. I will always get a Balls energy drink, except for the last time I went because I give up drinking energy drinks. So
what did I get? I always get an energy drink just about anywhere I go, but I think that was the first place I ever actually gave in and tried a G Fuel. It had a Sonic on it, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll get a Sonic drink." And I offered it to my kid, and my kid's like, "No, take it." She's funny, dude. She can give a fuck. Like, she won't even try Prime. She's like, "That's dumb. It's stupid." Whatever's cool. She's like, "Okay, that's my kid. She's cool."
You would like the I think it's cherry balls. Their cherry balls are actually pretty fucking delicious.
Is it BAWLS?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that's been around since we were in high school, dog.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's been around.
My buddy
ever.
had a sticker for balls on his window in his house. Like, he thought it was just hilarious. And it was. We were 14.
I'm sure they're regretting the name now
No.
because
We're talking about it still. That long ago, 21 years later? That hurt my feelings when I realized, hey, you graduated in 2004. And it's been 21 years. You fucking loser. What have you done with your life?
yeah,
That sucks.
I graduated in 2004 as well.
My birthday's coming up at the end of this month. And I'm closer to death than I am being born. And that's a real bummer to think about, sir.
Now hold on.
Hold on, brother.
If it's it's in January,
Yeah, it's on the 24th.
what are you gonna do, man? That's
It
gonna
sucks. It sucks. But this is part of sacrifice, dude. When you do 75 hard,
Wait,
when
we
you-
just talked about what you do on your birthdays. You're not
when
gonna
you-
do it.
Oh no! I'll probably do the things. I just probably won't booze. Yeah, and I probably won't. I probably won't eat it. I
That
might,
doesn't matter.
instead of a burger, I might eat a steak. Yeah.
Well,
And
if I go,
if I go to a movie, I can get popcorn. Dude, it's really gonna suck. I might just kill myself on my birthday. That's the move, right? The ultimate birthday.
At the end of the day, it's your death day, your birthday, all wrapped up into one.
Yes, dude, dying on. I looked this up. It's a number. It's a term. There is a percentage of people that have actually naturally died on their birthday. And there's a term for it. Dying on. See, this is what happens when you have a long car ride. You have thoughts, and then you have to Wikipedia it immediately. Dying on birthday. There's a term for it. People are more likely to die on or around their birthday, a phenomenon known as the birthday effect. Okay, yeah. So you're actually more likely to.
Interesting.
A 2012 Swiss study found that adults 60 or older were 13.8% more likely to die on their birthday than any other day. Other studies have found similar results in the United States, Japan, England, Wales, and Ukraine. Mostly the light-skinned people. Possible reasons for the birthday effect include alcohol consumption, psychological stress, increased risk of suicide, terminally ill patients trying to stay alive until their birthday, a yearly cycle that causes the body, a yearly cycle that causes the, you mean age? The yearly cycle that causes the body to weaken. Weird. Okay. Some studies have found that women are more likely to die from natural causes on their birthdays, while men are more likely to die from accidents or suicides on our birthday.
Makes sense.
However, studies have found no significant okay, so it's always 60 or older. The birthday effect is sometimes called the birthday blues, especially when referring to suicide. I mean, happy death day.
I mean, they're just going to give themselves two presents. A gun and death.
And to be in the presence of our Lord.
Me and Jesus.
Yeah, they're gonna be in the presence of our dear Lord and Savior.
You're going to the movies and eating fucking popcorn. You can meet Jesus.
Yeah, dude. We can look down and watch us all live, dude.
So are you getting one or not? Are you gonna get a Nvidia card or not?
I think so, dude. Though that's what I wanted to ask you though. Like when we were so tell me, explain for the peoples that love nerd shit. What's a Founders Edition card? What would be considered a Founders Edition?
Founders Edition card is strictly manufacturer's card from Nvidia. There's no bells and whistles. Because a lot of times the third party guys like your MSIs and there's Aorus. There's so many different makers and shit of cards. They'll up the bus speed. They'll add fucking neon lights and they'll make it fucking water cooled. They'll do all this crazy shit and you pay more. Yeah, you pay more.
Yeah, for sure.
But this is the first Founders Edition card that I've ever had. Most of the time I've gotten like third party cards, but I've had issues. I haven't had I've had this card since 2020. Have not had a single issue. Like one fucking thing. It is just a little beast.
I was 100% Nvidia until this one, and the Nvidia card, the 40 series was way too expensive to you. And for the Nvidias. So then I looked over at AMD and got the equivalent of a 4070, and I'm like, okay, way cheaper, by the way. But I've had some issues. So I think I'm going to be going back
out
over.
of it. So I was looking, because for the life of me, I've always built AMD machines. Because most of the time, like I have an AMD chip in my computer. And I've always had AMD, but I always had issues with my graphics cards. Always. It was just a steady issue. And when I was building it and I was talking to the Micro Center guy, because I do a ton of research, but then they also have like feet on the ground. So I always ask for people's opinions and stuff. And the guy I had, he was like, you do not want an AMD card. He's like, it is nothing but issues right now. You're just going to end up being back here. He's like, it's just been total bullshit. And he said the same thing with the Intel chips. He's like, you should not build an Intel machine right now because it's using old technology. And when they come out with the new stuff, you're screwed. AMD went to the new stuff, which I think I've talked about it before on the podcast, but
Yeah.
they don't have the little pins anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Pins
They're
are
all
on the motherboard.
and
So you
they're offering support for up until like 2028 or something on like cards from or chips from a few years ago. Like
Yeah.
their support
they
is
don't-
long. Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't work on any of the new boards. Like if you want like a new age board, that's the style you get. And so
no, I'm
when I
talking
built-
about the AMD cards. Like they jumped out ahead of Intel.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I still
they
have
jumped.
a 12, Series 12 or whatever from the Intel in mine.
Yeah, they jumped well ahead of Intel to do that. And so like obviously things are a little bit more expensive, but they're going to last longer. So when I build my machines, I try to build it so I don't have to do it every year, you know?
Yeah.
Like if I can keep my last motherboard lasted 4 or 5 years before I really had to like decide to redo it. But the Founders Edition is the way to go. I think if you don't want any of the bells and whistles and you just want a good card with no issues, like I've always went AMD. I had a ton of fucking problems. This is actually my first. No, I had a 2070 Super. So I went AMD up until that point. That was my first Nvidia card in a long time. And I had no problems with it. And then I upgraded to the 3080. And then the 40 series to the 30 series, like the 4080 over the 3080, there really wasn't such a noticeable difference that it would have been stupid for me to upgrade.
Yeah.
But I'm at a point now where I think I could upgrade and I would get noticeable performance difference.
Well, what I'm noticing about these new ones too, and granted, nobody's been able to test them yet. None of these tech guys on YouTube have been able to test them yet. But
Well, they do actually have testing units, but they're prototype. They're like giant. Like if you look at the one guy, I forget if it's Nexus.
yeah, I know the guy with the hair. Yeah,
He showed the card. It was like this fucking big. It was giant, dude. It looks nothing like,
I'm wondering the power consumption though, because that was the whole thing with the 40 series as well, dude. The power consumption was nuts.
Well, the 4090 is going to be 575 watts. You're going to need a pretty
That's
wickedly.
the 4090. What about the 5090?
I mean, the 5090 is a 575. The 4090 was 450 watts. So it's
they're
like
going up?
125 watts more. Yeah.
It's funny. Why do my VPN's not even on? Is their website just naturally in pounds?
What,
Hate that.
Nvidia?
Yeah. I'm in the Americas, you son of a bitch. Well, the 4090 is what introduced the second plug on the power on the card, right? The 40 series?
No, because my 3080 has the double pin. So I think that's the 30 series is what started it.
Oh, okay. Because it had to have been 3080 and up though, because I went from
3080 was the first, I think.
I went from a 1660 to a 3060, and then that's when I went to this one. But yeah.
So you went from a 3060 to the AMD card?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even need to do that, dude. I mean, AMD is decent, but I mean, I
wanted something the equivalent of the 40. I got sold on the 40 series, dude. I know I shouldn't have done it. I know, but listen. I'm all in. I mean, this graphic card, when he said if there's 30 million pixels on the screen, this card only has to produce 2 million of them, and all the rest is done by AI.
Yeah, a lot of their background processes now are going to, and I think that's why the cards aren't growing in size either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of it's going to be AI done. So it's going to keep the cards cooler, faster. But 575 watts is crazy. I mean, like I have an 800 watt power supply. I would probably be okay.
Mine's 1200.
But
I went overkill on my shit.
Jeez, I thought I did 1,000, but then I looked and I think I only did 800. But my power supply before was 500. So, if I have to change that out, I'm gonna be pissed because such a bitch to change out a power supply. It's basically like changing the motherboard.
Yeah, you gotta everything all back in, then routed it. You might as well just start, and that's where my brain goes. If I have to replace all the wiring because you're not supposed to mix and match your module cables, right?
Yeah.
Modular cables, I should say. I'm gonna justify in my head just building a brand new situation.
I have done the same thing.
I have it in my head, dude. I know you're trying to talk me out of it, dude. I'm telling you, I want a mini ITX.
I hate mini, man.
Let me put a 5080 in that bitch.
A 5080 is not fitting in there, motherfucker.
It will.
That's not
Per PC part picker. A 4090 will fit in one of those little mini ITXs. So that makes me think if it's the same size, a 5080's got it.
You're insane, sir. You're insane.
Give me some.
I like my full mid tower.
Give me some Noctua fans. So they're. Oh yes, I want this little baby. Yes, I feel like a little pedophile building my little mini.
This is what happens when you give grown men money. We do dumb shit.
The video games. But the thing is, I know we're running out of time here, but I was going to ask you, talk me out of it. Why do I not need another graphics card? I have the equivalent of a 4070.
Well, I think as a friend, if I'm going to do it,
peer pressure like some bitch. I get it. You going 90? You going 50-90?
No.
I'm thinking 80 for myself.
Yeah, I would do a 50-80.
Maybe 70. I don't know.
50-90 is overkill, bro. You don't need that shit.
Who needs it? Other than Bitcoin faggots and fucking AI guys. No gamer truly needs a flagship card, right?
You're never going to use half of that, honestly. I mean, it is nice because a lot of the stuff that we do with like podcasting and video and a lot of that shit, it's runs off of the graphics card. So
Ghost of Tsushima, by the way, runs pretty smooth on my shit. When you hit pause, for some reason, all my fans ramp up to 100. Just really. And then when I unpause it, boom, normal. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening in the pause, but Jesus Christ. But I'll call it deep. I'm pretty pumped about it. It was pretty funny when the dude was like, last year you all bought the 4090 because, everybody has a $10,000 machine at their home now because it's the modern day entertainment center. And that makes sense. So here's the 5060 with the same amount of power as the 4090. I was like, God, that's such a cocksucker thing to do.
It doesn't matter, bro. They're making fucking hand over fist money. Like, Nvidia is absurd.
Yeah. If you would have spent, let's say, I think the 40, I saw this just before the show. This isn't me looking this up. If you just spent $1,500 for the flagship 4090 when it first came out, in 2020, I believe, the stock price was 2022, I think. Anyway, stock price was $112. If you just spent $1,500 on their stock and just let it sit till now, you'd have like 20 grand.
The total return I just looked at 10 years. The total return for 10 years of Nvidia, the stock is up 29,800%.
Dude, I had Nvidia stock when it was $30-something a fucking share. And then it dipped one day to like 28 and I got scared and sold it. I'm a fucking retard.
You are partially retarded, sir.
I'm a fucking retard. And then here's Nancy Pelosi just crushing life, dude. All right. Where can people find you, bro?
Drink Clock Pod on all socials.
We're like a sober o'clock pod, am I right?
Yeah. And then Drink Clock Podcast, anywhere you listen to pods. Yeah, we got an interesting start to the year, man. We had the 100th episode, then we got I had a Satanist. Yeah. That was actually a lot of fun. And then the one I'm going to be bringing out this week.
You didn't hit him with one of these? You didn't hit him with one of those, dude?
I should have had that on.
Every time they spoke, I'd have pressed that button.
I did say Hail Satan at the end, so.
Oh, did that guy cry out of happiness? He's just, I got him.
He was definitely happy.
Okay. You can also find us on Body Wrong, which
Body
is
Wrong?
fun. I'm on the
Lot of
Triple
fun.
T podcast, all over there on the Beard Laws Network. If you wanna go, dude, all we just need is one person to start paying for that Patreon, and we'll start putting more stuff on there. But as of
Yeah,
right now,
man.
there is an unheard episode on there. Nobody's heard it. Not a single person, because nobody's paying for it. But it's good. let me tell you something right now. Possibly the best episode we ever done. Only way for you to
Good
find out is go listen to it.
Go listen to it. Be a member of the Patreon.
Man, it's got to be a wild ride for these listeners that are just like, one week we're fucking trashed, the next week we're stoned off our asses, the next week we're fucking talking about nerd shit sober as fuck.
Totally sober. Yeah.
We showed up wearing glasses.
Yeah. They're like, who the fuck is this guy?
All right, you queefs, we're out of here.
Later, bitches.